Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Never7, The End of Infinity. And it's been a few days since I recorded this. I wanted to wait until I had a little bit more time to record it in one go. So, yeah. So I've just kind of haven't recorded much at all recently. I guess it's the hot weather down here. It's just been making me feel bleh in general. So yeah. Also, one thing to note before I get started is the voices will be gone. Apparently, I'm not a master voice craftsman. I would agree with that. Yeah, I can do a Yoda impression. But very much a weapon, I mean, you know. But yeah, with a story that has mostly female protagonists, probably should not do the voices for. So yeah, I can do kind of Jar Jar Binks. I won't put you through that. But nobody wants me to put them through that. But yeah, I'm still tempted to do kind of a Steve Urkel nerdy type voice for Okiko, but I won't do that. So yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's all I want to say before we get started. So I will be reading everything. It'll be just my regular voice. I contemplated about not doing actually just kind of reading it, but not reading it out loud. And then I was like, the one good thing about that is it does put the pacing better for reading, because you can read just slightly faster in your head, I figure, than you can out loud. So if I read out loud, everybody should be able to, keep up with it. So yeah, all right. What's the question again? What are we doing? About the date, right? Yeah. And I am going to write it down. Got me a notebook right here. Okay, I didn't think to check. Here's my address right here for the entire internet to see. No, it is not. Because I'm trying to get a lot of fan mail, I'm sure. I wouldn't get no like poison or anything, or a bomb. Alright, so I'm going to ask Okihiko, I'm going to demand that he tell me what the date is. I spelled that right. I did. Ask Okihiko again. I was afraid F3 was gonna keep working. Okihiko-kun, I only asked you, didn't I? Oh, I only asked you, didn't I? I glared at Okihiko-kun. Huh? I want you to answer, Okihiko-kun. Yuka-chan, did something happen? You seem to be in a really bad mood. Doesn't matter, just answer me. Okay, I get it. I'll answer. So there's no need to get so mad. Today is Monday, April 1st. Yeah, of course. Right. Isn't that obvious? Forgetting the date on the first day of the count, are you really alright, Yuka-chan? On top of that, you're in kind of a bad mood. Sorry, it's just that Makoto's so unreliable, he was kind of pissing me off. Now you mention it, you might be right. Aren't I? I decided to fake a laugh. So I'm glad she's faking a laugh. Our guess was right after all. Today is Monday, April 1st. Koto's watch was correct. In that case... Come on, Makoto. Point to the terrace. And then, I don't hear a reply from Makoto, so I grab his hand and lead him towards the terrace. This is really confusing that's Yuka's perspective. But we're looking at Yuka. it would be cool if you could add art assets into this, so that they could have added a thing of like a portrait and thing of Makoto, so you could technically see it through Yuka's perspective, because it's, I mean, the way it has worked is you're looking at the girl as she's talking, but now you're looking at the main character as she's talking, and the person you're talking to is not visible. You know what I mean? What is it, Yuka? Is there something here? Of course not. Why would there be? Then why? Because I don't want them to overhear us. Ah, so that was it. Geez, you're so thick-headed. So what should we do? We confirmed that today is the first, but would it be best to tell them everything after all? We can't. Why not? There's no time right now. I'll tell you later. It's already weird speaking as two different people. We spend too much time here, they may get suspicious of us. For now, can you act like you usually do, like you did just now? But it's fine, just do what I say. It's fine, just do everything that I tell you. How lucky you go. Anyway, act normal, okay? Do you understand? Was there something on the terrace? Yeah, a bush warbler. It was perched from the railing. I'll tell a quick lie. Oh, a bush warbler. Really makes it feel that it's the start of spring, huh? No, that's right. Guys, you haven't had breakfast yet, right? You know, they mentioned it. My stomach's been growling for a while. Well, then I'll start making something now. What? What, is there something wrong? You're damn right there is. I can't let you do that. Actually, be interesting to make a meal as Yuka, because be interesting to see what she's actually thinking as she does it. Why? I don't need to tell you. What's the reason? The reason doesn't matter. In the first place, what do you plan on making? Well, in the fridge, there's eggs, tomatoes, corned beef, fermented soybeans, enoki mushrooms, mayonnaise, chocolate, ice cream, muscat jelly. So, I'll put it all in a mixer and cook it in a fry. What do you think? Sorry, but I'll pass. Me too. See what I mean? Why? It'll definitely taste good. Fine, then I'll add some toast to it. Cause with any disaster of a meal, adding toast to it makes it better. Unfortunately, I was unable to show off my cooking skills. A friend of mine once commented that I was an elite cook whose skills in cooking made everyone run away. She has a very nice friend who can't tell her the truth. I wanted to have at least Makoto eat it one more time. Yes, it would be his final meal. He would eat it one more time before passing on because of poison. After that, everyone washed their faces, brushed their teeth, and changed their clothes. With nothing else to do, we decided to watch TV. Okiko turns on the TV in the corner of the room. Projected on the screen is a small stream flowing. Okiko quickly changes to channel. This time, an image of a cooking show appears. In the upper right hand corner of the screen is the title logo, A Healthy Utopia. Okiko changes the channel again, but all we see is the river from earlier. Seems like all they've got is this local broadcasting crowd. we could go changes the channel back to a healthy utopia. What should we do about food? You know, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I grew up on local broadcasting. There was a lot of good shows on there. OK Go doesn't know how to appreciate it. Of course, I don't know if I'd enjoy anything on there now, but there's be some good stuff on there. We finally got dressed and everything, so how about going out to eat? No, if we eat now, then we'll just get hungry again too early in the afternoon, right? If you're going to go out, then wouldn't it be best to wait a little bit? Like, say, another half hour? We've got a point. Rick also gives a nod of agreement. Tilt my head. Just then, Makoto wordlessly mouthed something to me. However, it's only one syllable, so I don't understand. When I shrug my shoulders, Makoto begins mouthing the letters. What's wrong with these people? Why can't they just say crap? That. If you're wording a thing, can't you say? I mean, seriously. Why? That makes no sense. Okay, Haruka ain't gonna hear you mouth. I don't get it. However, I do know that Makoto is planning something. Seems he's up to no good. Perhaps that's why his auntie sent him to oh man, okay, I already screwed that joke up. Makoto's eyes say it all. They're the eyes of a kid who has just thought of a prank. Doorbell rings. The four of us look towards the front door all at once. I'll get it. He stands straight up and walks to the door. He opens the front door. When he does, I see. Thank you for your continued patronage. Here's a seafood pizza you ordered. Oh, thank you. Kurumi-chan? Now that I think about it, when I first met Kurumi-chan last time, Makoto said, remember the pizza we ate for lunch? She's the one who delivered it. Which means, is he thinking of... Huh? Ishihara, when did you order that? Huh? Oh, earlier. Earlier? Oh, so that's why you said it'd be best if we waited half an hour. Then you should have just said so from the beginning. No, did something happen? No, it's nothing, just talking amongst ourselves. Makoto then tries to take the pizza. Yeah, I'm curious. I am curious here. I've got to stop him! Don't eat that pizza! I walk briskly over to Makoto. Hold on, Makoto. It's not nothing, is it? Huh? Isn't the pizza a mistake? I shoot a criticizing glare at Makoto, but he calmly ignores it. A mistake? But the receipt definitely says you ordered a seafood pizza, didn't you? I'm telling you, that's not what I meant. I'm saying we didn't order anything. But, she checks the receipt again. This is definitely the right address. Well then, what's the name on the receipt, on the receiver's address? Asakura. It says Asakura here. See, unfortunately, there isn't anyone here named... Wait a minute. Suddenly Haruka cuts in. I'm Asakura. Phew, well that's a relief. That was a little alarming when you said it was a mistake. Okay, here you go. My efforts were in vain as we ended up getting the pizza. Was it fate from the beginning that we ended up stealing Saki's pizza? Even I'm starting to think that way. Anyway, the four of us are silently eating the pizza. Although I was against this, I'm too hungry to resist the temptation. Makoto gives me a stunned, cold glare. My stomach couldn't fight the hunger. If I continue to think that way, then I can endure these feelings of guilt. And so, I'm sorry, Saki. In my head, I continue to apologize to Saki. Today is Monday, April 1st. This is the afternoon news. We hear a polite voice from the announcer on the TV, which is still on. At the same time, the mechanical bird starts chirping. If you want to be free, then you mustn't be afraid. Just then a feeling of misery spreads in my heart. I don't want anyone, particularly Makoto, to notice I'm feeling this way, so I turn my gaze to outside the window. Hey, isn't it about time we got going? Go where? Huh? What are you saying, Yuka-chan? We talked about it last night, right? To play tennis. Tennis. Because apparently spelling it will make it more obvious. That. Completely forgot about it. Right. Then shall we go play tennis? But Haruka, you don't want to play, do you? Glare at Makoto. Yes, that's right. Instead of tennis, I want to see the ocean. The ocean? I see the ocean, huh? After thinking for a little while, he suggests this. Then I'll go to the ocean, too. We're finally by the ocean, so it's only natural that we ought to see it first. Yeah, I've got it. Slide my fist into my palm. But you could probably do it just as hard and didn't feel anything. Then why don't we split into an ocean team and a tennis team? Haruka and Okuhiko-kun will go to the ocean while Makoto and I go play tennis. How's that? Yeah, I don't mind at all. Ow! Growl! Haruka says nothing. Makoto seems to have figured out my plan, as he doesn't raise an objection. My plan is to do this, so the two of us can talk all alone. Alright then, shall we get going? And so we leave the lodge. Well then, now we can talk all we want, right? Makoto and I are sitting down on the bench at the tennis court. Is it alright if I ask you something? Why can't we tell the others? We must have some sort of reason that means we need to keep it a secret. He speaks to me with a solemn expression. Yes, but before that, I think it'd be best if we first straightened several things out. I have a feeling that there are lots and lots of things that we still misunderstand or don't comprehend at all, like just what did we experience and what are we thinking? If we don't reach a mutual understanding first, our conversations will clash and then we'll have no idea what the other's saying, right? Makoto gives me a deep nod as if to say, I see. Alright then, first off, let's confirm what we do know, okay? Yeah. I think there's three things that we can definitely say for sure. One, you and I share the same memories from April 1st to the 6th. Two, today's date is definitely Monday, April 1st. Three, on the last April 1st, we had the same dream. But Yuka, don't make this more complicated than it actually is. In short, this is what you want to say, right? On Saturday, April 6th, we time traveled at that shrine to Monday, April 1st. In other words, to today. Time travel, huh? You don't think it's something else, do you? No, there's no way that it's something else. It's just, do you really think that this is a simple problem that can be explained by those two words? Yeah. Simple problem, explained by time travel. Sure, sure. The 3 facts we know right now. If all we knew were number 1 and 2, then it'd probably be alright to just say that it was time travel. But the most important one is number 3. That we had the same dream on the last April 1st. Yes, and if I had to say my thoughts on why, then my answer would be, to us, this wasn't the first time we've experienced time travel. That's the truth of the matter, right? Yeah. In other words, we've time traveled before, haven't we? Yeah. Which means that this should be the 3rd time we've experienced today. The day known as Monday, April 1st. Correct? No, I was expecting to say, yeah, sure. The last April 1st and today. And the forgotten April 1st that happened before our dream. Yeah, that's what I thought, but... Makoto, what day do you think it was before that? Forgotten April 1st. Gotta be March 31st, obviously. You think so? You really think so? What do you want to say? I think that the day before the forgotten April 1st was actually the 6th. Truthfully, we have no clue how many times we've been through today, April 1st. Even though this is at least the 3rd time, this might actually be the 300th time, or the 300 millionth time. So trying to count the number of times itself might be pointless. Perhaps we've been repeating the days from April 1st through the 6th countless times for all eternity. If there's no beginning, then there's no end. This is definitely a part of an infinite loop. All the trees sway in the wind. Rustle, rustle. A dry sound reaches my ears. Koto's eyes slowly go blank as he stares out into space. An infinite loop. In other words, our time has been sealed off. A limited, confined interval of time. An infinite loop. Going around and around to the same places at the same times. Something we'll never be able to escape from for all eternity. It's like we're ants being forced to walk on a Mobius strip. Excuse me. Really don't need to record after 8. We can't live by looking forwards to the future. We can't live by looking towards... Oh, how did I have trouble reading that? We can't live by looking towards the future, but on the other hand, we can't ride away and die. All we can simply do is continue to live on in this insane world, with each coming day being a day we've already experienced, and then it will come again. That unbearable pain and sadness. We will die at that time. This world will kill us. This cruel fate will keep repeating. Repeating, like those phrases. Those words keep repeating in my head like an incantation. The word repeating is repeating in your head. Seems like an endless cycle, which is what the game, I suppose, is about somewhat. My path is concealed by darkness. This is a hopeless world without even a single ray of light. A pain that feels like pus is oozing in my head hits me. If I keep thinking about this, I'll lose my sanity. It's all insane. That world, that future, that way of life, repeating the same events countless times is no different than being dead. Repeating the same events, repeating the same. Spread out before my eyes is the empty tennis court. There's no one playing tennis here. It's no surprise. However, at this time, this is when Makoto and I were having our little match with no one else at the court. And right now we're not playing tennis. It's different. It's different. This history is different from the last one. We didn't repeat the same event. We didn't repeat it. I could tell that this history was different. That's it. By that time, Makoto firmly grabs my arm. And like that, he keeps pulling my arm as he begins to walk. Hold on, where are we going? We're running away. Running away? Where to? It's obvious, isn't it? To the free world. Huh? The harbor? Wait, you mean... That's right, we're going home. How? We'll take the ferry. Isn't that obvious? But Makoto, I'll buy us tickets, so wait there for a bit. Makoto runs over to the ferry boarding area, not listening to me. And that Makoto goes through one utter defeat after the next. Just what is he trying to do? I know that he's trying to get off the island as quickly as possible. It's true that if we could get off this island, the tragedy of the Six might not repeat itself. By using the ferry or a fishing boat, we can escape this island. That's what Makoto thinks. However, today ferry service has been suspended due to bad weather. Makoto then talks to nearby fishermen, asking him to lend him his boat, but dumbass, don't underestimate the ocean. Yeah, I know nothing about the ocean, so don't get conceited. The shouting fisherman's voice reaches my ears. No good, huh? He hangs his head down in misery. I saw what happened. Even though I tried to tell you to stop. You knew? Izumi-san said it earlier, didn't she? Because the storm's coming from the sea, the fishing boats can't go out. Because the migration velocity of the tropical cyclone is slow, it'll be like this for about a week. She also said something like that. For whatever reason, when she started saying that, Monty Python popped up. Oh crap. What is it? African swallow or European swallow migrates or something with coconuts or something. It's been a while since I've seen that. When I call his name, Makoto lifts his face. Don't get so down. Earlier I said this might be an infinite loop, didn't I? But that would repeat countless times for all eternity. But you know what? I think that it's probable that we took the exact same actions last time and the time before that. In other words, the same events always played itself out. Why did things happen that way? Makoto, do you know? Makoto shakes his head. Because our memories were vague. In times just before something happened, we would experience a premonition. But in the end, they were useless. But this time is different. We have reliable memories this time, right? I remember everything that happened in the last loop. This fact is what I realized earlier at the tennis court. If that's the case, then even if we can't run away from the island, changing history will be easy. Are you for real? Of course. Actually, this morning, you subtly changed history, didn't you? For example, because I didn't cook, you were still hungry. Because you were hungry, you planned on stealing the pizza. Inoue Kokun's actions changed. Finally, it was Haruka who lied that her name was Asakura. Makoto, do you know what the butterfly effect is? We'll learn what the butterfly effect is again in the next episode. So I do hope you folks enjoyed. And I shall see you in the next one. Farewell there, folks.